and we can help kidney care. Remember, I'm the one to talk to you last night with General Dix. We're the ones that do all the stuff for the veterans, to help the veterans. You ready?
Excuse me, we're going to do just a really quick interview, probably 2 minutes. If I could just get a little silence, if y'all don't mind.
Or y'all can get in the interview.
What you want me to do?
Oh, no, she's just saying, we're just trying to interview him real quick. So can you, just for a second.
You need me to move up?
No, ma'am. You can stay right there. We just kind of, yeah, you can sit right there.
Oh,
yes,
quiet.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
What I want to do first is I want to do the full editing part.
Right,
Okay?
got you.
So go ahead.
Are you ready?
3, 2, 1.
All right, let me have your full name, sir.
I'm Bob Beamon.
Could you spell it for us? Just for editing purposes?
Beamon.
Okay, Bob Beamon. And you were in the 1968 Olympic team?
Yes, I was.
Okay. And you won a gold medal, correct?
Yes.
And you set the world record?
Yes, I did.
We have the right Bob Beamon, y'all. I have located him. All right. First of all, I'm sure everybody always talk to you about 1968 and the, your world record long jump. Can you talk a little bit were you there when Tommie Smith and they changed forever their lives, okay, whether positive or negative? Were you there? Did you witness them on the podium at that time?
Oh, yeah. I mean, the entire track team, had to witness and see this incredible moment.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, we're talking about the Olympic moment in which the fist was raised high, not as disrespect to the United States, but it's no different than the kneel right now. It's just to say, hey, we're American too. We are Olympians, but there's a problem in America that we want to remind you of. It's a reminder. Just like the kneel, and that problem is something we need to address.
I want him to talk louder. I have a lot of background that I can't control, so we're going to...
Okay, all right. And I'll put the mic a little closer, okay? So tell us about that Olympics. It was a lot surrounding that Olympics. 1968, everything was happening. You had assassinations. Did that occur before or after the assassination of Martin Luther King?
Assassinations of the Kennedy family as well as Martin Luther King.
So those had already taken place by the time the Olympics.
Right. And then we walked into a hornet's nest in Mexico City where they actually killed a lot of students in protest. The military killed a lot of students.
We don't really hear a lot about that.
You don't hear it at all. It was shut down, and they protested, and it was devastating to hear it after. But we had to remain focused on why we were there.
And how did that focus you in? I know you were there obviously to accomplish a goal. You wanted to win a gold medal. Was it on your mind that you were going to break a world record, or every time you do a jump, you're trying to jump as far as you can? And did you know that you could reach that level?
I didn't go in to break any world records. My goal was to win a gold medal. And so any additional things that come along with it, I would take those and enjoy those too. And so my advice to most athletes that go into the games is that we talk about breaking records. The most important thing is to come home with some kind of medal. It's very important to concentrate on just winning, and everything else will fall into place.
Now, I remember the jump just as clear, and I'm sure you do, but I remember after you made the jump and you found out that you broke the world record, there was so much emotion from you. I mean, you literally collapsed on the field, and I remember you collapsing in someone's arms. What was your feeling at that point?
Well, when I won the gold medal. However, what came along with it was breaking the record, and I didn't break it by an inch or two, which in most cases that's what happens. But I almost broke it by 2 feet, and I had broke the Olympic record by 3 feet. and I almost broke the world record by 2 feet. So, I never had the opportunity to jump 28 feet. I just went over 28 feet, and it was just a magnificent day for me.
Great, I appreciate. So, what are you doing now, and what would you have to say to the youth out there in any field, whether it's track and field or education? You have any words of wisdom for them?
Well, I'm just really concerned about the direction. First of all, the country is in a very strange position right now, but also our kids, particularly African American children, I think they're on a different beat, and we have to have as much support from people that have been there and have been able to overcome the obstacles to put children in place where they can have a peripheral vision about life. And so my concern is that we need them to be able to understand what is happening now and how they can fit in to either their community or across the country society, how we'll be able to mix and be able to make some decisions and to have a good life.
Wait, I have ambulance and yelling, and I still go on the cliff. So what I want him to be able to please stop. My concern is, as soon as that dies down.
Okay. And now you saying your concern is what about the youth again?
Yeah, my concern is, well,
It's okay. The mic is here, so it's fine.
My concern is.
Yeah, my concern is basically that the youth or the young people are now, and particularly African American, male and female, or particularly when we talk to,
Oh, that's good. We good.
African American men, we find that we're falling short of understanding how we can move ahead. And so we have a big prison population that are really incredible to see African American men behind bars, as well as Latinos.
Mass incarceration, yeah.
Yes, and so we basically need to get to these young ones early. And what this program here does with Eddie Hart and them and the Olympians is that we're able to use sports as a hook to get the kids to the next step. Make them understand that there's more to it than, well, I want to be an NBA player. Well, do you know how to get there? What are the steps? And if you don't get there, what are your alternative plans? And if you don't have a plan, let's get the kids to understand how to plan, because these guys are signing for magnificent amounts of money, and by the time that they finish their careers, they're broke, And so we want them to understand the importance of money and how to strategize of how to keep your money. It's more difficult to keep your money than it is to get the money. So you have to have a plan. And so a plan in place. And here are some of the things that we do here, in the camp, is that we talk about.
I'm going to cut baby background time.
Okay.
I know it post-production. With the plan, the young people and the backup plan, if they don't make it, the backup plan that they need,
Okay, and so in closing, when we talk about the backup plan, what is your suggestion there? Well,
the plan is to get to your young generation and to get them to plan out some life situations that will help them down as they grow and to become aware of those additional things, which is high school, graduation. What did I do after high school? Well, I want to be this and I want to be that. Well, what is my second plan? What is my next plan? And so you have to plan it out because, you know, everybody else is doing it, so we got to do it too.
And with that, I mean, enough said. Everybody else is doing it. We have to do it too. I'm so honored to be here with Bob Beamon, and he was in 1968 Olympics. We know that there was a turning point for African Americans and America, and we're going to be talking with him again a little bit later. And we just wish you the best of luck. Thank you so much for all you've done for us, and God bless you.
Okay, thank you.
Honor, really, my honor.
Thank you.